Welcome, brothers and sisters. Man, what was I going to talk about? I forgot. Damn, what was I going to talk about? I don't remember. I don't recall. I'd have to have a total recall, but man, you know, you black men, I'll think of it in a second. But, you black men, I want the best for you. I want the best for you, man. But, according to the 5 steps of the moral code, I can I cannot want things for someone who does not want said things for themselves, you know. That means as much as I would like to see black men doing positive and uplifting things together in their communities all over the world, the black man must want those things for himself, you know. He must first want it for himself. He must first understand that there are people out here that are your enemies, and their job is to distract you. You niggas need to pull your fucking pants up on your ass. Priority number one. That's part of the moral code. But like I said, brothers, man, it's just very hard, man. You have people out here who are your enemies, and black men are so indecisive about who their enemies are that they tend to be easily distracted. They're distracted by it. See, if you understood that these BAWs were your enemies, you wouldn't be so easily distracted by a fat ass that walks past you. You would see said fat ass as a thirst trap, sort of like a mouse trap. Put a little piece of cheese on the end, put some peanut butter on the top, and soon as the mouse, he's thinking with his, the mouse is thinking with its base instincts. You got to feed that hunger, got to feed that belly, those base instincts. Now the black man, he thinks with his penis, base instincts, you know. So he's always looking to stick his penis in the thirst trap. And you know what happens to men who go for the bait, who take the bait, you know? Y'all know what happens to men who take the bait. Just go down to your local courthouse, go down to your local jail, and you see black men in droves who have taken the bait. Black men who did not understand that they had enemies in this world, that they had people out there that were trying to trap and ensnare them. You have an even greater enemy who uses your women against you. And what they have is systems. They have put systems in place by which your thirst traps can use to further subjugate you men, to place you in a penalty box. if you will. You men have been placed in the penalty box of the BAW, the thirst trap, where she ties up your life, she ties up your finances for 18 years or so, just depending on how many children you pop into her. 46%, or was it 46 or 42% of rape allegations are false. 42 to 46%. That's amazing. That's damn near half. Because you men were falling for the thirst trap. Don't get me wrong, it is beautiful. It looks good. But when you understand that you have enemies in this world, you will be more cautious when you see that thirst trap. Hell yeah, look good. Damn, you want to hit that. But then something pops into your head that says, man, gotta be careful with that. It's a trap. You black men think that you just gonna get the vagina and run off, and then head on to the next one and get some more vagina. But the black woman has a plan for you. She has a plan. That's to trap and ensnare. Every once in a while, a mouse will get away. He's so quick, he's so cunning that he gets the peanut butter, he gets the cheese off of the mousetrap, and he gets away scot-free. You goofy ass bitch. Oh my goodness, black women can't drive for crap. She's a thirst trap waiting to happen. Why do all these women dress like whores? Why do they dress like whores? Because they're trying to see who they can trap and ensnare. They're looking for the best man, the one who has the most potential. The greatest. That's the only reason why black women want you men to have your shit together. They have this saying, I don't want no build-a-boo. I don't want no build-a-boo. That means she don't want to build with you, boo. She don't want no build-a-boo. She wants a ready-made, fresh man, 6-figure income, 6-pack, 6'4", 6 feet tall at least. Just so she could show you off to her friends. Like, look at my ready-made man. And of course, you must be a simp. You must let her run roughshod over your finances. You must not complain about her stitching other people's hair into her head and costing you $800 to $1,200 every round. It's chump change. You must look at it as chump change. Because she don't want no build-a-boo. Which means that she does not want to build with you, boo. She doesn't want to build anything. She wants you to already have your stuff in order. Now, it's nothing wrong with a woman wanting a man to have his stuff in order. The problem is why she wants you to have your stuff in order. What is the reason behind it? I could understand a woman not wanting to get with a man who is just gonna leech off of her, but most of these women's purpose is not altruistic. It is very nefarious. And men, you black men have deluded yourselves into believing that these women are somehow altruistic. They're somehow, I don't know where this came from. I had to do some research on it's all, where did it come from? I know where it came from. I just can't think of it right now. But in the black man's mind, black men love to delude themselves. It comes from the fact that, when a man chooses a woman to have children with, he wants to believe that he wants to believe that his woman will raise his children properly. He wants to believe that she's going to teach his children proper things. He wants to believe that she's going to teach his daughter how to be a proper acting young lady and not a future whore of America. He wants to believe that she's going to teach his son his moral code and his values, his value system. Lord. But what ends up happening when you have a child by a thirst trap? The first thing that happens to you men is that she goes down to the courthouse and gets you men placed on child support. She's running her scam the whole time y'all together. You just deluded yourself. You just want to believe that my woman is she ain't like that. This is why one of the most important things a man can understand is the nature of women, especially the black American female, because she is the most destructive of all females in America. She's the most destructive because your greater enemies have systems in place. They have put child support system, no fault divorce system, criminal justice system, the penal system. Get it? Most black men don't get it. They call it the penal system, the penalize the penal system for a reason. The dick policing. The ultimate goal is the destruction of black men. The murder, the senseless slaughter of black men. Black men have become so disjointed, so untrusting of each other, that they have nothing. They are just individuals. So when one of these individuals gets his ass handed to him by a police officer or a vigilante on the street, he's just an individual. Who's he gonna call? You don't see their families avenging these murders. Are their families avenging these murders? What about this dude? What's the little kid's name? The little 17-year-old boy that got killed by that half white male. I don't know, man. This has been a long time, man. I forgot his name. The dude with the hoodie on. But it's insane, man. But this is what happens when your community has been so disjointed. This is what happened when black men refuse to acknowledge that they have enemies and move accordingly. Make moves accordingly. You have to make moves based on the fact that, yes, I have enemies. You know? Now, I have to admit that the black woman was cunning, you know? She convinced a lot of black men that she was not their enemy. She convinced a lot of you men, you know? And to this very day, most black men have no idea who their enemies are, you know? And even if they do understand, they want to look at it from an individual perspective. They don't want to say, "Oh, not all black women like that. Not my woman." Yes, your woman. You just said she just hasn't snapped the mousetrap on you yet, but she will. This is all part of her plan. Okay? One thing that the black woman can always count on is you monogamous ass Negroes are going to cheat on her. You know? She's forced you to live under a monogamous under some monogamous bullshit. She's forced you to live under that. You do understand that men are not supposed to be with one woman, right? You do understand that, right? You know, a man a man is supposed to have multiple women, multiple wives, you know, but somehow the black man got convinced, got suckered into some type of monogamous bullshit because he's a pussy beggar. You know, black men don't realize that they are the prize. You know, when a woman is young and she is vital, she can be looked at as a prize, but her value goes down to damn near zero the moment she pops out a baby. Unless she's married, you know, then that her husband can find value in her, remain, keep finding value in her. She was able to produce a child for him, you know. But when you're a single mother and you pop out a baby, you lose 90% of your value. You just reduced yourself to whore status, concubine status, you know. I don't know, man. I just don't know, man. You black men have to acknowledge that you have enemies that want you gone. They want you gone, man. You know? They want you gone. And they want to do it in such a way where none will be the wiser. You know? They want to do it in a way where none will be the wiser. That way they can avoid the guilt, you know, of their behavior. They want to try to blame you for what they have done to you. They want to say you deserve it. You deserve it. Look at your behavior. And maybe if you do deserve it, you know, I would give you the business. A lot of you. A lot of you males, you know? I would give you the fucking business the way a lot of you act. You know, but man, what does it take, man? What is it gonna take for black men to understand, to acknowledge, and to stop being so indecisive? You have to decide. You have to make the decision. You have to acknowledge who your enemies are, and move accordingly. That's one thing I can say about the Jews. You never gonna sit around and say and say and let the Jews say, oh, well, they're not our enemies. They're not our enemies. No, some of them are good, some of them are nice, some of them are cool, some of them are, they help us. No, they look at all of y'all as enemies. They look at all of you as enemies, and they move accordingly. They know how to use the black man against their enemies. They use Asian men against their enemies. They know how to use their enemies against each other because they have acknowledged that they have enemies. Not the black man. Just because someone is your enemy, it doesn't mean that you have to hate them. You just got to see them for what they are and you have to move accordingly. You know, you have to see them for what they are and move accordingly. And as I stated, for over the last 50 years, black men were bamboozled. They were hoodwinked. They didn't realize or acknowledge that they had a sleeper cell within their community that was destroying it from the inside out using outside forces to keep the whole thing in place. You know, now you men know you have to start making moves decisively. Stop getting caught up by the poison. You cannot trust a big butt in a smile. Did Belle Biv DeVoe not teach you that? That girl is poison. She's working for your fucking enemy. You Negroes are an afterthought. You are afterthought. In her mind, she believes that she's gonna get everything she wants out of you Negroes. She's gonna get everything she wants out of you. And then after she gets what she wants, she's gonna throw all you men to the wayside. She's gonna get you for cheating. That's all she needs is to tell is to say you cheated on her, and then that gives her all the carte blanche she needs to destroy your life. No one will be the wiser. If a woman says he cheated on me, all black men will be like, they wouldn't even bat an eye. They wouldn't even bat an eye. If a black man walks into a woman right now and be like, well, why you and your ex break up? He cheated on me. Black man wouldn't bat an eye. He would be none the wiser, you know? And that's how you goofballs get in these thirst traps in the first place. That's how you get caught up. Because you failed to acknowledge who your enemies are. And you failed to move accordingly. And you failed to build strategically with other brothers. Brothers. I didn't say brother, brother. I hate you goofy dudes always using brother. Stop it. Brother. As soon as you get out of jail, yo, brother. Brother. I wish you dudes would quit using that word. It's sort of like using king or queen. If everybody can be a king and everybody can be a queen, then how is it special? You got whores on the corner selling head for $20. They're queens. You got the strong, educated black woman in the corporate office doing all kinds of, getting people fired left and right and doing all kind of devilishment. Back in church on Sunday begging for forgiveness. She's a queen. The thug on the corner shooting up the neighborhood. He's a king. He just don't know it. He just don't know he a king. Lord. Stop using the word brother if you're not a brother. If you don't know what that means. You know, all words have lost meaning, their meaning. The word love has lost its meaning. It's now a feeling. It's now something that you feel and you call it love. You know, what it means to be a wife has lost all its meaning because the black woman wants to change what it means to be a wife. She cooking and cleaning and taking care of children, that has nothing to do with being a wife. That, I mean, nah. You make your own food. You a grown ass man. You know, like I said, brothers, your enemies have dealt with you wisely. Your enemies have dealt with you wisely, but you just not smart enough to see it because you were raised by a fucking single mother, and in a two-parent home with a father who didn't know any better, was probably a simp, and a fucking strong bullheaded black woman who thinks she's a queen. How'd that work out for you, brother? Are you in a better position for it? Are you working with black men? I mean, that's the only measurement of manhood. I mean, that should be the top measurement of manhood. Whether or not you're working with a group of black men. That should be the measurement of manhood. Because I mean, it's obvious you men have no allies. You don't even have yourselves. You don't even have each other. It's a shame when even red pill brothers don't have each other. You know, I mean, they cool with each other, they down with each other, but but what are they doing? Anyway, brothers, man, like I said, on that note, I want to say peace. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you think. Get on the 5 steps. Adopt a moral code.